Hey, this is the first time I'm recording like directly. Sorry for the not shaving. I always have to apologize for that, but I'll be in the house. But I wanna blog about something that I didn't really wanna blog about, but I feel I should. So I gotta just find this real quick. All right. I just watched a movie and it's a really good movie, and it was a movie I wanted to see. Like a lot of movies, I want to see that I haven't got a chance to see. I like seeing movies with special effects, so that's my thing. Because I'm a computer graphic artist, I don't go to see movies that don't have special effects in it. Anyway, I saw this movie and I just got it, and halfway through the movie, I find out that one of the actors died, and it's very sad. And I'm sad about it because it was a good movie. And the guy was only 28. I also like her rather. She she played in The Matrix, and she played a very good role. And I'm just really sad. This guy here, I wasn't sure if it was him because I don't know him a lot, but Heath Ledger, and so it's just real sad. He played a part that was yes, I buy some used DVDs at times because it's cheaper, and they're in good shape a lot of times. But so the Brothers Grimm, he had played in that, and it was a really good story, and it wasn't scary in a scary sense. It was just kind of tough because he played this role. He says, "Oh, I think the key phrase," and he says to his brother, and his brother is always, bickering with him and always trying to, always playing him down and trying to be. I don't even know what. I guess he was the younger brother, and this was the older brother. So he was always trying to dominate him and trying to, just always trying to just play him down. And he said to him, and so so he was wrong. Sorry, was wrong about the magic stuff, and it was actually a magic thing that was happening, and he was into the magic and stuff. And so he said one phrase that really got me. He says when he finally has the revelation, this guy here, and he gets off his big horse, and his big ego. He finally has a revelation, and he says to him, "Well, what do you want me to do?" And he says, "God, man, you're my brother. I just want you to believe in me and help me." It was so simple. I was just, instead of always criticizing him, just believe in him and help him. Help, you know, believe and help. You know. Anyway, so it was a good movie. So I'm sad about it, and I didn't know this actor at all. So until this movie, but I was like in the middle of the movie, and it was like really hard to like. It's like whoa, you know. So and the guy was only 28. So I hope they look further into that. They said he just was asleep or something. So I also just got over illness. I got the flu, and I think I've been working too hard. And my friend I, I almost call him my brother because he helps me a lot. I remember one time I couldn't pay my phone bill, and it was like only $65, and I couldn't get anybody to help me. And without trying to really play me down, and make me look like I'm a jackass or something, And says I ran short. I've been, sacrificing a lot to get, and then so I asked my buddy, who occasionally gives me a job, and not only did he give me $65, but in return, I gave him over $6,500 worth of business back within the same month. So, so anyway, what can you say? I consider him my brother. Anyway, I didn't want to go there because that's really starting to get personal. But I also want to say one other thing that kind of. So this is an unhappy video. So I have unhappy times too. So another thing I want to say that's unhappy that I saw. I don't know where I saw it, but I saw a video of the police beating this guy in a wheelchair. It's just really plummeting this guy. And the guy was in a wheelchair, no weapons. He was in a hospital, and I think he was disorderly. And the cop was just standing there, just pounding on a guy in a hospital, beating a guy in a wheelchair. And it's not all right. So obviously, the one guy who was beating the guy is beyond, human morality, okay? Or any kind of human sense, humanity's sake. But what really got me and what bothered me, that is why I had to say something, is that there were 4 other cops just standing there watching. I mean, watching. And none of them said anything. And they were probably watching out for him. So what bothers me is the mentality of that department, the police department, that would, and I'm not saying that because I have met some good cops on YouTube that you could tell from the things they say and the things that come out of their mouth that it comes from a heart that has good judgment and is truly love people and are there to protect and serve in courtesy. But what bothers me about some people is like they're too big. When it bothers me when you get too good or too right to say I'm sorry or look, I know I did wrong. I mean, not like, oh, I'm going to do wrong and then after I'm done, I'm going to say I'm sorry. Not that kind of sorry. I'm talking about the people that just never can say, never admit, they're too good to admit they're wrong. So if you're like that, then it basically says, I can never do wrong. And when you're like that, you're bad. You're just straight bad, you know? And so it bothers me. And that bothered me to see, don't ask me how I'm relating the two, but it bothers me that the cop would sit there and would just do that, and the other cops would watch him. I think that the other cops should go to jail even more so than the lunatic that was beating on him. I mean, honestly, that guy needs to be locked up. But the other cops that sat there and watched, like it was okay to beat a man in a wheelchair, a man that was completely defenseless. When does judgment come into play? And this is how I was relating it. One time, like I said, I had some cops just walk in my house because they heard, one of these YouTube videos that was just kind of outrageous. And so, and it's a crazy thing. I was working on a deadline. But after they left, and it was like being violated, walking in my house. It was like after they left, it was like, I said to them, can't you say you're sorry? You were wrong. And they were just like, no, no. I mean, but you were wrong. I mean, okay, you were coming in to see if there was any. It was just one of the videos on YouTube, and I've expressed it before. But it was just like, okay, there's nothing here but computer equipment. So what? My volume was up too loud. But you were wrong. You intruded in my house. I told you there was nobody here. Couldn't you say you're sorry? So when police think that they can't be reprimanded, when they can't say they're sorry, that's why they do stuff like that. Because they don't feel like there's anything to make them sorry. And when you send one of them to jail or punish them or reprimand them, then they're sorry. So, I mean, right now they're just too good to say they're sorry. And as you can see, that's dangerous to anybody. So anyway, rest in peace, Heath Legend.